work too much. Joining us now with How Your Body Reacts is Dr. Cathleen Gerenger, who specializes in functional medicine. Dr. Kathleen, it's great to see you again.
It's great to see you, Gail.
So sometimes people are overworked because that's just the work atmosphere they're in. Others of us, we might overwork ourselves because we're just that excited about the job. And you get into the pattern of go, 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 but that can really work against your body.
Absolutely, and I'm guilty of it too.
Yeah, me too,
right?
me too.
Because we love what we do, and then we forget that we have to step back and reflect and say, hey, this is not good for us. And not only that, we can reach what we call burnout.
And so how do we know if we're reaching burnout, and what exactly is that?
Some of the signs can be as blood pressure, increase in blood pressure, cardiovascular-wise, heart rate. And what happens is that then you get kind of like moody and lack of sleep.
Okay, and what about cognitive and functioning? Because that could also be impacted when you're burned out. Because sometimes I'll just sit down and I'll get writer's block. I'm like, I don't even know where to start, because, you just get in like a rat on a wheel.
Exactly, and first thing is that your cortisol level starts to go all the way up. So that is part of an autonomic nervous system, which is a sympathetic overload. That's a fight or flight response. We have two nervous systems, the autonomic nervous system and the central nervous system, which is our brain. So that autonomic nervous system needs to calm down by flipping another switch on. It's called the parasympathetic nervous system.
What about our immune systems when we're overworked?
So what happens is that our body is just an amazing machine that it goes in there and it tries to help us out. So when you overwork, what happens is that it's on overdrive. So it depletes your immune function by either decreasing your white blood cell or increasing your white blood cell count or platelet counts. Increase or decrease, we want to be kind of like right in the middle.
So what are some of the solutions that you recommend for your patients?
I would say get some rest. You got to flip that other nervous system on. It's called the parasympathetic nervous system, which we spoke about. It's called the vagus nerve. So sometimes when the vagus nerve gets kind of like not excited enough, what happens is that our body does not know how to rest and digest. And we talk so much about the gut and the brain.
Mm-hmm. We do. We definitely talk about that. And it's important to give your body that time to heal and to give your mind the opportunity to slow down, because I think that's probably something, a common denominator with workaholics like us, or people that are just so driven by their careers that they forget it's important to slow down your mind.
Yes, and when you slow down your mind, like meditation, or take a walk without any electronics, just a walk, or just sit and be still.
And let's talk about foods, because you touched on the gut-brain connection. What should we be focusing on?
One of my favorite food, which it's on sale in the supermarket right now because it's in season, it's called golden beets. And we know about the red beets. With golden beets, what it has is fiber, which helps our digestion, and it has something called niacin, helps to vasodilate our blood vessels to calm us down. And actually anybody that has blood pressure problems or cholesterol, it helps to actually decrease the blood pressure and the cholesterol count.
Because you believe that food is in fact medicine.
Yes, it is.
And so we're looking at the golden beets. They're in season now. All beets are good for us, but particularly the golden beet, while it's in season, grab it while you can.
Yes, because it has that folate in it, which makes it the golden color.
Anything else that we need to think about, Dr. Kathleen, when it comes to being overworked, whether it's voluntary or involuntary?
I would say just schedule. Just put yourself on the schedule and say, this is the day that I have to rest. And have a friend I have a girlfriend, she's like, hey, she's been on the show before. She's like, hey, I think you're overworking. It's like, but I love what I do. You don't understand.
Yes.
But it's like, no, it reminds us that we have to slow down and have that friend.
It is. It's very good. All right. Thank you so much, Dr. Kathleen.
Thank you.